The Rock Ranch in Upson County is a little different from most basic cattle operations. For one, it was started by Truett Cathy, famous founder of Chick-fil-A restaurants. Rick Treptow says that cattle are still raised there. The focus on the ranch, though, has changed.
The 1,250-acre Rock Ranch was originally a Pole Hereford farm when the founder of Chick-fil-A, Truett Cathy, started his restaurants. But believe it or not, he was a butcher for 40 years. They are now into registered, purebred Brangus beef cattle. The Cathy family, especially son Dan, wants a strong cattle herd.
So when we started off, we were doing the embryo transfer and the artificial insemination, which we still do the artificial insemination. Their goal, Dan's in particular, to start was to sort of do business on the right side continuum of the registered business.
Now the herd is a stable 200 cows. The first cutting of hay had already been harvested.
We sell our steers on tele-auction, and they do very, very well. And then we'll retain most of our purebred heifers, and then we'll go ahead and sell some of the commercial heifers. We may keep some depending on the year.
The ranch has long had 2 foster homes on the property. The Cathy sense of family grew to include many more foster homes statewide. But here, they were faced with a stewardship issue.
You know, I guess the question was, if you're going to spend $20,000 on a bull, how many kids can you send to summer camp for that amount of money? How many pews can you buy for the struggling little church somewhere? And so it's not that that cattle business is anything's wrong with that, it just wasn't a good fit.
Now the farm does agritourism. One thing visitors can do is they can spend the night in a Conestoga wagon.
And these are sleeping accommodations for 8. All sanitary conditions, fresh water, and even a campfire are part of this experience. You too can be a pioneer for a day.
As we grew, we decided that, you know, really since we're an hour from everywhere, we needed to give folks a whole day's worth of entertainment once they get here.
Entertainment for me was at least trying out a couple of the 20 things they have. One was a huge inflated pillow, and then the slide.
Well, this is our vegetable garden. We use it primarily with our educational school field trips, but it's here for all the events that we host. Beans and sunflowers and watermelon, peppers.
The 23,000 square feet barn and dining area recently opened. It's fully air-conditioned, but most of all, it is adjacent to Mr. Cathy's collection of tractors and even a completely workable tank.
This is a 1958 420 high crop. It's one of 183 that were ever produced off the assembly line. And you can see it's in perfect condition with all its parts. And this is probably the gem of the collection.
A new country town is under construction for the youngsters to discover. Plus, a corn maze was just planted when we were there. You can see Rock Ranch full tilt, June the 26th. There's Celebrate America Day.
We celebrate our freedom and we honor those who have served to create the freedom and protect the freedom that we have. Last year we had over 7,000 people here for that event, which doesn't feel as crowded as you would think with as large of a property as we have here. It will likely be the largest fireworks display in the state this year. The fireworks have grown, and we're excited. Our grand finale will be as big or bigger than Disney's this year, so we're excited about that.
Oh, and don't forget to stop by and see the goats on the catwalks and up close. Lots of babies in an easy-to-see enclosure. Once again, the Rock Ranch is family fun based on good family values. I'm Rick Treptow for the Georgia Farm Monitor.